3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, it's Tiffany Beth, and I have a fantastic guest for you today. We all know him as the original Captain Kirk of the sci-fi show that was, of all sci-fi shows that started everything. And you see him in Priceline commercials. He is an icon and a legend within Hollywood. He has done everything from theater to movies to television, again to commercials, and now he's embarking on his own one-man show in Vegas at the MGM Grand. I am so excited. I can't even begin to tell you how excited I am to introduce you to my guest. He's fantastic, and we all know him as Mr. William Shatner. Hi, Mr. Shatner. Thank you so much for joining me.
Tiffany Beth, thank you so much. I'm not embarking. I have embarked. I opened on Broadway a while ago, great notices, lots of people. I then toured this one-man show, many cities in the United States, and now I'm coming to Las Vegas for 3 nights, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night, at the MGM Grand, at the Hollywood Theater at the MGM Grand. And I'm so excited about playing in Las Vegas and making sure that that people know that I'm there and that they should come and be entertained.
And what better place to be than Vegas? It's so full of life and so full of fantastic talent. And, you know, you being a huge talent, you're such a phenomenal actor. You have such a great gift. What made you decide to do a one-man show? I've heard great things about it, but where did the idea come from, and how did it build from there?
Well, interesting. Somebody in Australia said, would I like to do a one-man show? And I thought, well, never thought about doing that. And if I fail, nobody will know. It's way in the hinterlands of Australia. So I did it, and it was successful. And I toured Australia, and then I toured Canada, and then I rewrote it and redirected it, and it opened on Broadway. And all along, people were so excited, and the Broadway critics were kind, and the audiences were grand. And as I say, I went on tour, and every place I went, they stood and cheered at the end, and it's been a delightful but also a very moving experience, because I'm speaking from the heart, and the things I do and say are from deep within me, and so when the people respond in that way, I get emotional about it, and so my expectation, based on the past, that the 3 nights that I'll be in Las Vegas should be wonderful. The audience will be entertained. They'll laugh. They'll cry. We'll all have a good time, and I just want them to come and be there. Your listening audience should come to the Hollywood Theater and get some tickets and join me.
Absolutely. Now, we do have a lot of listeners in Vegas, so all of our listeners out there who contacted me, go get these tickets. What nights will you be performing?
The 18th, the 19th, 20th, and 21st, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights at the MGM Grand. And you just get tickets on the websites, my website, MGM Grand website, .com, MGMGrand.com, or come to the box office and get a seat and have the best time of your life. I promise you that you'll be greatly entertained.
I've heard great things about it. I so wish... unfortunately, we weren't able to come when it was on Broadway. I hope you come back to New York again, because that would be phenomenal. I've heard nothing but wonderful things about it. And you've done so many things. Like I said, you've done Broadway. You've done, big motion pictures and Star Trek, of course. How, other than not having a cast, how is it different to do a one-man show? Because it's only you.
That in essence is the difference. I mean, you're challenging yourself to take people for almost 2 hours and entertain them so that they don't feel the urge to get up and walk out, which I know we've all had that experience. No, on the contrary, people, there's this sound that sometimes an audience makes. It's, oh, and that sound is music to every performer's heart when the sound is, oh, I'm so sorry, it's over. And that's what happens in this show. But it is a challenge, both energetically and content-wise, to keep your eye on me and not let your attention waver. It's the biggest challenge as an actor that you can have. and it's rare to be successful in it.
I think it's great. I really do. Again, I hope you come back to New York. Now, without giving much away, can you kind of give our listeners a little teaser of the story?
Well, the subjects are varied. I talk about comedy. I talk about death. I talk about gorillas. I talk about motorcycles. I talk about love. I talk about music. The list goes on. And it's filled with, as I say, it's filled with laughs. And people start laughing from the very beginning when I come on. And I sing for them at the end, and they continue to laugh. I hope they're laughing at the right places. But anyway, they're laughing. And cry, and because I tug at their heartstrings, and it's a unique piece of entertainment. It almost defies description, and it's really worthwhile coming to see.
That's awesome. Now, when you've done the other performances, has there ever been a time when you went and said, "Hey, wait, you're not supposed to laugh at that moment"? Have you ever had one of those moments yet?
Well, all the time, but you don't say you're not supposed to. You say, "Oh, you laughed at that moment. I wonder why." And can I repeat it so that it works? It works that way all the time. Yeah, no, live shows. It's a living thing. It changes. It starts in the beginning and then begins to change as it grows until the end. It's a different thing every night.
Now, will you, once this tour is done, will you be doing other cities other than Vegas, or is Vegas kind of your last stop?
I think that in January, I may go out to 4 or 5 places in January. But in essence, I toured a lot in this past year, and I think that'll be it, except for those few places in January.
Now, if you do decide to go back on a tour, will you still do a one-man show, and will you do a different script, or will you kind of revamp it?
I'm not prepared to do a different script, but right now. But I am working on another show, exactly, a musical show. I've got an album out there called Ponder the Mystery, and Billy Sherwood of the group Yes wrote the music, and it's a progressive rock album, and it really lends itself to performing, which we've done on 3 separate occasions to great success. So I may go out on that in due time.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of fun, and what an awesome person to have write your music. He's so talented.
Well, I wrote the lyrics, and Billy Sherwood wrote the music, and it's been so well received and it's out there online for sale. But it's a real performer's thing, and I would love to perform it in front of a public. It's very dramatic, but that's part of the mystery. There's so many things I'm doing. I've got I helped design a watch. It's a beautiful watch. I'm helping design a motorcycle. It's a unique motorcycle, along with a whole all the things you need for motorcycles under the name Rivet, and all that's starting. A book coming out called Hire Yourself, a reality show, 6 shows called The Shatner Project. Just a large variety of things that I'm working on and feeling very good about. But this one-man show is really where it's at, and it's at Las Vegas at the MGM Grand, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights.
That's awesome. I cannot wait to do your reality show for your book and your watch account. I'm so glad you said about that. And I have to tell you, I'm going to stand out for a second. I absolutely love you. I love how versatile you are. You're so funny, you've been dramatic. You've done so many things, and you've inspired so many people, including myself. And I just thank you so much. And for doing this one-man show, you're really bridging that gap between you and your audience. And I think that's fantastic, because not a lot of people embark on that, because I think sometimes doing a one-man show can be really intimidating. And so I'm so glad that you decided to kind of take that leap and really, reach out and open yourself up to people, to us who absolutely love you and have that.
I appreciate you saying that. That's very kind of you.
Well, you're so welcome. And I know you don't have a lot of time, so.
Well, it's a pleasure to have talked to you, and I look forward to the next time.
Well, you have an open door on the Wicked Edge. I thank you so much for everything, and I hope you have a fantastic show. And everybody, MGM Grand, it's the 19th, the 20th, and the 21st.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday nights. If you're going to go to Las Vegas, now's the time.
All right, go to Vegas because Mr. William Shatner will be there. You're not going to want to miss his one-man show. The critics have raved about it. Everything I've seen about it is everybody's raving about it. You're not going to want to miss it. Grab your tickets now. And thank you again so much, Mr. Shatner, for joining me. I can't wait for the next time. You have an open door on the Wicked Edge.
Thank you.
And have a good show.
You too. Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, everybody, this is Tiffany Beth, and that was William Shatner, and I want to thank everybody for joining me tonight on the Wicked Edge. I know it was short, but he only had a few minutes. And everybody have a good night. Bye-bye.
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.